Welcome back. It's time for us to head on over to Riverside during the nighttime. We have a green triangle as well, so probably a side quest, a 4 SPG somewhere around there. So we'll see what we can get sorted there. Yeah, we'll go from the subway entrance. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Enemy deadly strike. Right, so, ooh, lovely music.
The concert hall's probably open by now.
That's one thing I was thinking. Just that idea of like, yeah, this place is going to be opening up, isn't it? So, let's go have a look down at the blue score. Yes. Ooh, there's a little shop. Let's have a look.
Well...
No. No, don't be silly. Oh! A ticket clerk, you say? Wait, can I get in without a ticket? I can. Ooh. Changing the music. Like, who's this guy? Ooh. Anyway, let's begin the rounds. Load it! I don't know why, but Jess's music always gets me choked up. All the emotions come through clear as day in his voice. Maybe there's a secret to it. Maybe there is. Maybe he's playing for someone. I wonder if Selma would enjoy his music. I think she might at least connect with the themes behind it. The themes? I mean, there he is, playing over there. So that's his music. Lovely. Well done, mate. I mean, shush. Phew, made it in time. Got it real close. What with my shift running late. At least it looks like Jess is having fun up there. He's been feeling a little down lately, so it's a relief seeing that he's doing well today. I wonder would this dialogue be different if we hadn't done the quest? Because I imagine it would be. If anybody's not done the quest and spoken to that person, do let me know. Alright, so let's see if we can go in through this way. Jess! Alright, who's here? Is there anyone we recognize? The only problem is, like, if there is anyone we recognize, it still could be a case of their model was used elsewhere. You know how it is. Right, ticket clerk. Hey, dude. We're putting on a free show tonight. Oh. The popular songwriter Jess is gonna be treating us to some of his heart-wrenching tunes. How about enjoying them with a drink? How about it? Jess has really been making waves at the concert hall. He's even about to make his major label debut. Debut. He'll be a big deal soon enough. Better see him before he gets his big break. Oh, hey good for Jess.
What'll it be?
Hey, cheese dogs. Cheesy hot dogs, so you get more than one, with a plethora of calories. The Fizzy Blues, the perfect fizzy drink to sip while enjoying live music. Cassis soda. What's cassis? A soda-based cocktail with the scent of cassis. Like, yeah, what's cassis? What's cassis? Have I forgotten something in this game, or is that something in real life that I'm just not aware of? Because that is entirely possible. Right, let's get the cooking going here with some of these. Let's get one of those cheese dogs in.
Whew, I am stuffed.
Cassis. Let's try to think like what could cassis be. Is like probably something I do know, probably just completely forgotten, something like that.
Did you hear?
Right, so what we got around during that? We should have a look at the map, shouldn't we? Stay away from the green triangle for a little while and then go to these little places. Assuming I can go into the church during the night. Might not be able to. Also,
well, if it isn't Van.
Hello. Worth mentioning, because I did mention this on the community page, that we're jumping to 1 hour videos now. Like before we were doing like 30 minutes, 4 videos a day. Now we're going to be doing 1 hour videos, 2 videos a day. So same amount of stuff, no change in how much I record or anything like that, nothing there, just packaged differently. I feel like it'd be better for everyone, just, it won't spam your feed, that kind of thing. It won't be 4 videos, it'll just be 2. You know, that kind of thing. I just feel that'd be better for you. It'll be better, it'll look better. Anyway, speak to you for, is that who I think it is? It could be her. Can't remember her name from... Wait, was she in Old Town? I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to go back to Old Town to find out. Simple as that. It could just be the same model as I mentioned previously. Where am I going to go to? That's what I want. I was going to the map and being like, well, I can't do what I want. Where am I thinking? The factory. If she's there, then it's not her. I've just completely forgotten. It's been...
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, there she is. It's been like 2.5 weeks since I did the previous part, in case you're wondering. So, you know, I've been on holiday. Spent some time with Sarah. It was lovely.
Taking off now.
Indeed.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Indeed. Dingo, what are you doing here? Good to see you, Van, darling. Long day, yeah? I just finished work a bit ago and I was taking some time to check my messages. I'll be sure to send you any info I dig up around Edith straight away while you're gone. Appreciate you cutting to the chase. This is Almada I'm dealing with after all. That on Heiyue turf. If Heiyue's guys can handle it on their own until Zhao gets back, things should be fine. The white orchid dragon's been popping up a lot as of late. I wouldn't rest on my laurels on this one, Van. If Zhao's the one asking, things are bound to get ugly. Tch, can't a man hope for an easy job every now and then? No, this is Trails. What are you on about? Even like this, the mundane thing turns out to be something important. The Liu family should be trustworthy to a certain degree. But don't let your guard down. You'll be taking your new assistants into Heiyue's snake pit, after all. Now, if you get in a bind, you know who you can turn to. I'm sure he hasn't lost his edge after all these years. Is that the guy, Aaron, was it, that we saw? Or is it something else? Could be someone else. Yeah, I was planning on reaching out to him anyway. I just hope he hasn't drunk himself into the gutter. Oh, I know who we're talking about. I met him myself a year or so back. You won't find him at the bottom of a bottle for once. That cute little assistant of his got him behaving for once. Oh. And I ain't letting him live that down once I get to Langport. Might just be what I need to turn my losing streak around and let him have a taste of his own medicine. Like you're any different. Agnes has you on a tighter leash too. He and Van are almost like peas in a pod, and neither of them would even realize or admit it. What did you say? You were whispering just a moment ago? Langport. What about it? Nothing. It's just that the Tyrol Times is planning on running a special feature on Langport in the culture section next month. Today is the first I've heard about it. Isn't that a funny coincidence? Funny? Why? Langport's economy is booming these days. Pretty on par with Edith's even. It makes sense there'd be interest in it. Maybe you're right. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but if worse comes to worse, then I'll have to rely on him. Eh? Are we? I hope you and your assistants have a safe trip. If you end up crossing paths with him, tell him I said hi. Ooh. You'll leave Edith's goings to me, darling. I'll let you know if I catch wind of anything juicy. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a souvenir. I'd never say no to some high-end liqueur. Aren't you demanding?
What are you in the mood for?
I don't know. I was tempted by the tea. It's an old jukebox. That's what that is. Can't do anything with it. It's just an old jukebox. Okay. Old jukebox. Alright, so I want to stay...
Stall set up along the river.
The stall set up over there, but we'll stay away from that for now, obviously. In fact, like, seeing as like there's not much on that side by comparison, let's actually go across the bridge. Do the other side first. And then see about coming over there. Because then we can just jump straight into it from that angle, can't we? We can come in here. Cool. They're upstairs. Door. There we go. We're in. I finished organizing the documents listing our parishioners and messages from the Grand Cathedral. All that's left is your seal and signature, Father. You're early as ever, Mother Kyra. I suppose I don't mind pausing my research for a moment. Are you certain your research cannot wait? Well, it's relatively urgent, I suppose. You should know, after all, since you originally... Yes, Father, I get it. Please just sign those documents as soon as you're able. Especially those missives from the Grand Cathedral. They'll be expecting a reply sent back as soon as possible. Oh, interesting. Father Monsieur is such a wonderful man. He's taught me so much. Whenever I assist him with his tasks, though, can't tell if he's being overly discreet or just careless. Or maybe he's just overwhelmed from doing too much. Oh yes, too much work. You can always count on Mother Kyra when you need to. Having her assistance has been quite the blessing. My work here is of great importance, though not so much that I must rush to tend to it. Though I suppose now is as good a time as any to tend to the documents Mother Kyra prepared for me. Oh. Alright then. Right, so what we want to do is check down here with the cars. The cars. Downy and the others are busy for the day, trying to get their hands on a new car. You want to buy the new car? You get the new car. So they won't be joining us today. Here's hoping they don't get carried away and end up in a big mess. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. I remember just how pumped I was. Whoa! When I got approved for a loan to buy this puppy. My literal ride or die to this day. I hope Downey can find himself something just as special today. Oh. A lot of no-shows today. Oh well, more road for us. Tonight's a real beauty, but keep your eyes on the road, everyone. Oh, I am. Panicky. We're just about to take our cars out. I'm busy talking! Doing a little drag racing with friends. You up for it, Van? Don't got time for that sort of thing when you're fully grown, kid. But hey, have a good time. Don't go getting in any wrecks here. Huh, I sure ain't planning on it. I ain't planning on it, but don't know what's gonna happen, you know? Time to floor it! What don't? I mean, I don't know how you'd get around these two cars. Downey's always keeping up with all the latest car models and whatnot. I should go see what he thinks. Maybe you should. Right, I'll let you through, mate. Jeez. Off that bunch goes. Driving without a care in the world. What a bunch of punks. They keep this up, someone's gonna get hurt. Worried about Juniper, old man? Don't make me laugh. Anything happens to her, she'll have it coming. A driver that can't take care of... Shush! Shush, radio! A driver that can't take care of their own arse has no business behind the wheel. Harsh, but he's got a point. Oh. Scavenging for parts again, huh? You sure put a lot of work into the Nightbreaker of yours. You sure you ain't going overboard? You ain't got the deepest pockets in town, you know. Don't remind me. But she still ain't on par with the old one. Mira's temporary, but my devotion is eternal. Jeez, fix up the car all you want. Alright then. What you really need is a tune-up on that junk between your ears. Oh!
What'll it be?
Nothing really. We'll get rid of this. May as well.
Come again.
Come again. Right. Let's go back this way. Otherwise we run the risk of initiating that green triangle. I mean, I probably need to speak to her to start it, but you know, just being cautious, Yeah, so what we got going on here then? Gordon? Hey, good to see you. Wish you'd gotten here a bit sooner though. I'm about to close up shop. Proper restaurants have their dinner rush or are just plain popular at night. But food stalls usually only see traffic during the day. If you want to put in an order here, better be quick next time. Just like this last year. Ew.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Will you? I'm hungry. Taco me, Gordon. Tacos, tacos, and more tacos. My soul will leave my body if I don't get my daily dose of tacos. Ha ha ha. I can see you be working hard today, eh? Ain't so sure what you're up to, but it must be a tough gig. You rolling in here so late all the time. Let me whip you something up real quick. Yay! You are an angel, Gordon! That conversation sounded weird. Eat up and get the life back in you, lass. Can always count on you, Gordon. Good old Gordon. Hello! I've been practicing with her for 2 weeks now, and I'm not so sure Lula's cut out to be an idol. Not for the lack of talent, don't get me wrong, it's more of a genre issue. Here in the Republic, people listen to either classical or jazz. I like both of them, that's nice. Chanson singers are pretty popular too. Idol pop doesn't even cut it as an afterthought. It's worse than that, and it's a real shame. I've been throwing everything into making it as an idol, but maybe it's time I face reality. My partner Natalie decided to become a chanson singer because she couldn't imagine any success coming from being an idol. That's why Cupid broke up. Maybe it's about time I throw in the towel. Don't even know what I'm doing anymore, to be honest. Oh dear. I've known for a while it's time to call it a day and walk away from all of this. I didn't really see a reason to keep at it. But then Lulua came along. She's got a real great attitude and massive potential. Yeah, I really should tell her to reconsider though. Me having my dreams crushed is bad enough. We don't need 2 depressed washouts. Alright, maybe she'll make it. Maybe. Like, come on, hope. That stubborn old man. Only I know the true potential behind his taco stand, but he won't listen to me. You're so close to perfection, just push it a little harder. A change in seasonings and marinades could mean the world. Why will he not listen to me? You have the culinary world at your fingertips. You just have to seize the opportunity. Oh my, she's serious about this, yes.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
Really? You sure about that? Why is Shino's food so darn good? I want to hold off since I lost a lot of weight, but I can't. First came across Shino's food truck on Station Street, but I like it more when she's in Riverside. I was going to say why, but the next line covers it. The scenery just adds to it all. I can kind of agree with that, yeah. Like, I could have an afternoon tea at like a little sort of like cafe area, but if it was a cafe next to a canal or a river, oh, it'd be so much better. It'd be so much better. I used to just drink it at her place, venting all my troubles away. Can't believe it took me this long to find out her food bangs so hard. Yes, bangs indeed. Speaking of bangers, I heard the taco stand's got some great offerings too. Kinda want to give them a try. That does remind me of something that happened when I was in America. That me and Sarah were going out looking to see if we could find any British food. For some reason. And we wanted to try and find some sausage, like a sausage that I really like, a Cumberland sausage. Really, really good sausage. I would recommend it. If you're ever over here, try some Cumberland sausage. Fantastic sausage. Can't find it in America. But we thought, we'll ask at this sort of like British place, see if they've got any Cumberland sausage. Run by Americans this little bit. But went up and asked, do they have any Cumberland sausage? And I got the reply back, no, but we have bangers. Now, if you're wondering why that's an issue, banger is slang for sausage. So I asked, do you have any Cumberland sausage? And I got in reply, no, but we have sausage. I left the conversation there. I was very much like, oh, okay. You don't know what I'm on about, right? Okay, yeah. Anyway, bangers. If I can get past just how much the guy running it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, but I want to try out everything else in Riverside. It's worth trying everything out, yeah. Right. Let's see what's going on here then, with Shino. Van, do you have a moment? I guess. What's up? One of my customers left this behind. Oh, that bag's from Andalusia. Damn, a kind of rude customer just up and leaves one of their masterpieces behind. See, your sweet tooth hasn't rotted out your mouth yet, Van. But back to business. This isn't your normal lost item. There's a story to it. I was honestly planning on contacting the guild or the police. But in you stroll at the perfect time. Would you mind if I request for you to handle this? This Andalusia bag has a story, huh? That's weird, but I trust you here. It must be real serious. Gotta admit, I'm curious, but should I get involved? Well, yes. Sure, I'll take that job. That's a relief. Thank you. So, mind if I peek inside the bag? Don't eat it. But the way you're talking about it, it can't be a cake. Of course, take a look. What's in? The bag. Van took out the contents of the bag. It's a gun! Like, what? What? That's, Man, oh man, there's a story here, alright. I'm sure that's not a baked good of some kind. By the way this thing was bagged up, I'm guessing it came from some smuggling route. Good question. Frankly, the owner seemed like your average everyman, suit and all. He didn't strike me as a shady character. My biggest impression of him was probably that he seemed worn down. He was definitely drowning his worries. Drowning his worries with a gun in a bag. Yeah, where this is going ain't pretty. Last you know is he got drunk and left us behind. That's as much as I know on my end. He left my truck just a bit ago, actually. He mentioned something about catching one last live performance, I think. I like how she looked in the direction. Like, if you didn't notice that, she looked towards where, like, the concert hall bit is. It's like, oh. If you're quick, you should be able to catch up to him. Alright, that's a good enough lead to start at. I'll head to the concert hall. I'll bring the goods with me, just in case. Naturally, I'll leave this customer in your hands then, Van.
Okay, time to get to work.
What once was lost. Yes. Alright then. So we got the topic now. Very well. But we'll head down into the concert hall. Seems sensible to start here, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, topic. Stall customer characteristics. Spinning up topic.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I think someone like that was here. But I told them Jess was playing tonight. Said the vibe was going to be chill. Got the feeling they were hoping for something a little heavier. And they left without even buying a ticket. I thought it was free. Anyway, I see. You guys talk about anything else? Anything at all you can tell me will be a big help. Let's see. Alright, I remember they were muttering as they walked out. Guess I'll head to the theater then. I got a feeling they're planning something I'll like to see. To the theater then? Thanks a bunch, man. No worries, please come by again. Only place you might catch a movie this late is Esprit Cinema in Tyrell. Better get a move on before the trail goes cold. Right, so that's taking us over to the next area then, isn't it? So let me just double check that we're done in this area in terms of the rounds. We check the shops. There's nothing else going on. Oh, I suppose actually, thinking about it, we should check down here with you. Right, now we got that option. Really, shouldn't we? It's concerning that one of my customers would leave something like that behind. I'll leave it to you to get it back to them.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Right, let's head over to Tyrell District and see if we can avoid the red triangle. And go for the green one, because that's the aim.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay, so what we got here? Because I kind of want to go... Ooh, that's going to be difficult to get to the green one without hitting the red one, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll do the rounds. That'll be the aim, and then see what happens as a result of that. Right. So what's going on here now, then? Detective Nate. Hey, Detective. Good to see you. Off to patrol the shopping district. You never catch a break, do you? Yeah, I feel like I'm always swamped with work. Being a detective isn't as easy as it sounds. But at least these patrols give me chances to run into hot babes like you. So it's not all bad. Oh, Nate, come on. Is he hitting on us? Ooh. Oh, this guy's a walking, talking department scandal in the making. Yeah, what the hell, mate? Huh, what's wrong? Why'd you two get all quiet? Oh, Nate. Okay, I may be single again, but that just means I'm a free man. Now, time to start meeting some new people. Huh? Did they just frown at me? Nah, I must be imagining things. I'm frowning at you, mate. Everyone's frowning at you. I hear this guy's got a new girlfriend every month or so. Definitely something wrong with him. Yeah, that's a red flag. I mean, there's several red flags, but that's another one, you know. I always thought this guy was a gross playboy. Now that I've talked to him, it turns out he's a gross playboy. Shocking. Like, oh dear. Oh dear. I thought he was better than that, at least, although we did have that magazine thing going on, didn't we?
Hey there!
It sheds more of a light on that, if anything. People tend to look down on part-time jobs. You can actually learn a ton from them, in my opinion. I hope my brother considers it one of these days. Doesn't have to become a part-time pro like his big sister or anything. His perspective on things could just use a little tweaking, that's all. He's going through puberty, so I can sympathize. Oh dear. Nothing like having a smoke while reading some comics after a long day at work. I never buy business magazines because they make me think about work. I read to unwind. Oh, good idea. Alright, it's time for me to head home. Wait, what? It's already that late? I always lose track of time when I get invested in a good comic magazine. Well, at least you're enjoying it, I suppose. Ah, sober curious. Now there's a film with some meat on its bones. It's more or less a thriller, but they did an excellent job depicting the duality of human beings. It certainly wasn't perfect, but I'll gladly take it over the cheap fluff that's being churned out. You already have cheap fluff? Jeez. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's all you have to say. Very well. Good evening. We still have a little time before our last call, so please feel free to take a seat and relax. I'd like one of the Danishes, please. Pretty please. I'd love it. I'm hungry now. Oh dear. I try to stay open late, so that those customers who need a place to unwind after work or school can come here, should they please. I like the idea of that. Yeah. Now that the weather is starting to turn cold, I'm looking forward to serving my customers warm, soothing cups of tea. See if there's anything on the late night menu.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
No.
We await your next visit.
Do you?
Good grief.
What's going on around here? What's going on? Jen, why do you have to finish your work so soon? I thought you were going to be late, so I bought you some food to surprise you. What a waste. Hey, that stings a little. I worked really hard to get out early so we could sit down and have dinner together, you know? Not that I don't appreciate what you did. Thanks, son. Want to grab something else on the way back? I've been so busy pitching in with the other sections in the paper. The demand for stories about ethnic tensions in Calvert is through the roof. Yeah, that's enough of that. Come on, Chen. Let's eat somewhere and go home. Oh dear. Why do people make my brother write for other sections of the newspaper so much? He's supposed to be in charge of the book section, but he says they have him writing about racial tensions and stuff for the news desk too. Even the economy section bugs him for work. I feel so bad for him. It's because he looks like a guy who's too polite to say no to anyone? Maybe. I really would have preferred to be done with my work by now. Unfortunately, the other editors like to think literature section guys like me have all the time in the world, so they hoist their crap on me. The news section's especially bad. I end up hearing about things I really would rather not know about. Oh dear. So we got one dot up here. Hello? Giselle. When it comes to criminals who've been making a splash around Edith lately, the first one that comes to mind has got to be Grimcat. She targets evil corporations and corrupt officials, and she's daring too. She sends a calling card to all of her targets. The most interesting part? They say she's not even in it for the money. She's just out to expose wrongdoing and save people who are in trouble and change their hearts. What? Another thing about Grimcat, she has a so-called declaration published inside a tabloid at one point. We can't know for sure if it was written by the real deal, but maybe she's nothing more than attention-seeking. Always possible, I guess. Possible, yeah, but I doubt it. For someone who's supposed to be a well-intended thief, Grimcat can be on the showy side. That's all part of her charm. According to my book, she also stirred up trouble during 2 other periods, about 24 or 25 years ago. Oh, as well as around half a century ago. That does kind of change things up with the Grimcat thing. Is it a legacy? Is it something passed down? Or is it just something she's taken up and someone else took up as well? The author theorizes that maybe it's a title that has been passed down, but that sounds kind of ridiculous. It's not like we live in some comic book. No, we live in a game. That's it. That was the end of that sentence. You live in a game. Like, it's true. Not lying. Not lying! Langdon, it seems I have some time to kill until my dinner with the senator. Now, what to do in the meantime? I get along well enough with the Patriot League senators, but compared to the previous administration, they're much more tight-lipped. They won't utter a word about matters pertaining to the presidential office. There's a dense air of secrecy surrounding all that. Oh.
Well, I heard.
Did you? Oh. Is that on the... Oh, it's a quill. It was just an odd angle for that quill. I was like, what is that? Anyway, the Tyrell Times is a media organization with a lot of history behind it. It's probably the most trusted name in news within the Republic. Lately, we've been partnering with other entities to get our work on radio, online news broadcasts, and outdoor screens. In case you didn't know, the Tyrell Times has been in business for over a century. We supported the Democratic Revolution when that took place. In fact, Editor-in-Chief Sullivan's own grandfather is said to have been in charge of reporting on Sheena Dirk himself. Isn't that amazing? I suppose. Alright, anything actually in here? A room! With things! No copy of Woo Baby though. Oh.
Alright.
No. No. Alright, what else we got going on? Anything here? We'll check.
Alright.
Notes and requests are strewn across the bulletin board. Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Nothing for me. Hello? Well, look at you. I'm sure a good-looking guy like yourself could use some equally attractive company. Hear me out. I can take you somewhere with a lot of gorgeous girls. They'd absolutely love to have you. You in, pal? Oh, you must be a barker. Sorry, I ain't in the mood for anything like that. Go try your luck on someone else. Wow, cool as a cucumber. Even when he's shooting me down, the girls would go crazy over you. Well, when you're in the mood, come talk to me, my man. I can set you up with our VIP package. There aren't supposed to be any adult businesses around here, but I guess that doesn't mean there can't be some operating under the radar. Yeah. If there's one thing our girls have got, it's amazing hips. They know how to twist and move them just right, and the sounds they make with those silky smooth voices of theirs, Alright, mate. You've got to experience it for yourself, my man. And I'm not just saying that to get you in the door. I mean it. Do you?
Hey, did you see?
I didn't.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Ice cream, you say? At this time of night, Tyrell's one of the more hip and modern parts of the city, so naturally people who visit want their sweets to look aesthetic. When it comes to what I sell, people say my gelato looks great on camera. As long as people come to see the charm in well-made sweets, I don't care what brings them in. Take all the pics you want. Alright.
Hello.
Hello!
Thanks for shopping.
No problem.
How about some pop?
You ever taken in a late-night show here, by any chance? The theater likes to put on deeper movies that you won't find during the day. It attracts a different crowd. You should try it sometime. Probably will. And if you do, make sure to take some popcorn with you. That always goes best with movies, no matter what time of day you see them. Day or night.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Nothing for me, sir. Let's check you first. Oh, crap. I've seen 3 movies tonight and it's almost curfew back at the dorm. But I can't help myself. Salvatore Gotti's movies are all just so perfect. I never get tired of watching them. And Nike Masseau's performance is so eerie, yet captivating and sober curious. Ah, screw it. I've got nothing to do tomorrow. I'll come back to the theatre tomorrow morning and hang out for as long as I can.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Yes. Name of this place? Brothers. Alright then. They were sort of, experimental with their name, weren't they? Oh! I imagine you're some kind of delivery guy. I imagine.
Get the brilliantly
Right, we've got in the bookstore. Okay, now to check out our inventory here. I'm smart about this, I might be able to get this done ahead of schedule. Oh, why in the world did she need to get a job? Maybe Ren might know something about this. Looks like somebody who goes to Aramis. Why is he working at the bookstore? I'm curious, but not enough to ask. I'll just leave him be. I was gonna say the camera angle was odd for him then. She wouldn't go out and get a job unless it was for a good reason. I'm going to have to talk to Ren about this when I get back. Alright. Yeah, my dad's company is being featured in a magazine again. It's such a peppy magazine too. He looks completely different from the way he really acts at home. It's insane. Not saying there's anything wrong with acting more like a businessman when you're in entertainment. I just wish he didn't push his views onto me. Oh dear. I come from a long line of merchants. Supposedly this place used to be a trading company a long time ago. But my grandparents converted it into a bookstore after they saw the number of book lovers in Edith. And well, here I am, still selling books. If you've ever wondered what we do with the other floors of this building, floors 2 through 4 constitute our enormous storehouse. Thanks to the wonders of orbital computers, we can manage an enormous inventory, which means even more books for our customers. Oh, that's lovely.
Well,
my ancestors were all talented business people in their own right, and I, for one, intend to maintain that legacy. I'll do whatever it takes to stay one step ahead, whether that's managing our inventory with computers or collaborating with authors. I want this store at the head of the pack. Well, good luck to you.
Welcome.
Proverbs of Kolor, a book about capturing the truth of the world in Kolors. I already had one, didn't I?
See you again.
I'm not sure. Anyway. Let's see what's going on down here. Hey, Kohan. Or Cowhan? Not sure. You know the customers who booked their entire restaurant earlier? Yes, what about it? It kind of bothers me that I never got to do any serving that entire time. Did I do something wrong? Was I rude somehow? No, you were fine. Well, it sure seems like something was going on. It's bothering the heck out of me. The fact that he was serving upper management could only mean one thing. He must be one of them. That would explain why he always looks on guard. Yes, it does explain a few things. I'll take your order whenever you're ready. Will you? All right.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Indeed. Cowhan? Hey, Cowhan, are you listening? How close am I on that name? Someone let me know. Welcome back, Mr. Arkwright. What brings you here of all places? Haven't you had your dinner by now? Don't ask questions you already know the answers to, lady. Did Sao get you in a snippy mood? Poor thing. When he asked me to order that dried fruit, I was wondering what he needed it for, and now I have my answer. I'm not one to take sides on these things. Sao and I come from different families, but I know this much about him. He can be a very persuasive man. From what I've heard, it's customary for the 8 elders who run Heiwei to come from each of the different families. If I had to guess, Mao's probably at the same level in the organization as Cao. But she doesn't serve the same role as him. It's not like I care to know the inner workings of these people, but I'd be eaten alive in my dealings with them if I didn't. Oh yes, indeed. I'm not one to take sides. After all, Cao and I come from different families, but I know he can be a very persuasive man. Here, Langport is quite the rowdy city these days. Sure you don't need a little insurance going into a place like that? I'm fine. This is already a pain in the arse. And we haven't even started. I'm sure he only gave you such a challenging job because he knew you could handle it. Oh, you may also be interested to know that we have a pair of intriguing guests on the 2nd floor. Oh? Hopefully they enjoy their time with us. We always aim to please. 2nd floor, you say? Let's have a look on the 1st floor. Right. Hello. Races, you say? Is that all, though? Okay. It's time to announce the results. Junior Bracer Gray Arnold from the Republic of Calvert. Congratulations, you passed the test. We hereby recognize you as being qualified to serve as a senior bracer. Thank you. Man, am I relieved. I was worried what was going to happen at the end there. You shouldn't have. It's tradition for the instructor to wrap things up with a good hard punch for the examinee. Really? You sure took it like a champ, I'll give you that. You've got some growing to do still. So, keep working at it, got it? Right, I won't let you down, Lahad. That's the spirit. Keep it up. With that attitude, and you'll turn out to be a fine bracer one day. Eat up, Gray. Today's on me. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it, but there's one thing that's bothering me a little. This is a Hayway restaurant, isn't it? Is it really such a good idea for people like us to be here? So out in the open? What are you talking about? You still worried about that? Don't you realize they already vetted us as soon as we walked through the door? Besides, who's to say we didn't also come here to do a little espionage and see what the other guys are up to, What? 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 You've got to be kidding me. I had no idea that's what you had in mind. You play a lot dirtier than I thought. Oh my. In order to become a senior bracer, you have to get recommendations from every branch. Fine, I got my first one. I have a long road ahead of me before I get the rest, though. Still, as long as I keep at it, I know I'll become a senior bracer one day. Just have to stay energized and keep on trucking. Am I? Don't worry. Those guys won't harm a thing. This is all pretty educational in its own way. Think I'm ready to turn the heat up and go somewhere a little hotter now. Hotter, you say? Where? Not that I can ask, Ran out of dialogue, so we can't know any more than that. Right, so let's see what the red triangle is before we investigate the green triangle. Can never go wrong with a nighttime trip to the movies. What do we got playing tonight? Sober Curious starring Nike Marceau. Yeah, I think that woman's got a lot of history with a certain gambler I know. They're also playing This Side of Heaven. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Which one should I check out? Should I just forget about it and move on? Ah, alright then, movie viewing. You can watch films at Esprit Cinema in the Tyrell district. Select your film of choice at night and watch it with a friend to better your connection with them. When you select a film during the day, you can choose up to 2 people to see it with. This also betters your connection with them. Okay. We won't do that yet, obviously. Good evening. Thinking of taking in a movie tonight? You should. You'd be surprised just how varied they can be these days.
Please proceed to the end.
At night, we mainly show movies that cater to more dedicated cinephiles, as well as reruns of famous films. There's a U in famous, I've just realised. Some are rather mature and require an age restriction. Those are often shown during our nighttime screenings. Like, it's pick and choose on where the U is over there, isn't it? It really is. Alright. Topic. We'll go with we'll do the topic and the talk.
Thank you for your visit today.
Let me ask you something.
Oh yes, I remember him. He was here earlier.
Showing on screen.
Unfortunately, he's gone now. The movie he wanted to see was no longer playing today, so he left.
Please proceed
He
to
appeared
the end.
rather dejected. Gotcha. This guy's a hard one to track down. Anything else you can tell me about him? Certainly. Before he left, I remember him saying something like, "This always happens to me."
Sale at the shop.
I also heard him mutter something that sounded somewhat concerning.
Buy a souvenir to
Oh, yeah?
remember your visit.
What'd he say? I believe he mentioned feeling frustrated about losing something he'd gone to great lengths to attain, and that he'd be better off putting an end to everything as soon as possible so he could finally be at ease. Oh!
Thank you for your visit
I did not
today.
expect that turn. Yeah, that definitely qualifies as concerning.
Showing on screen will soon begin.
Thanks for filling me in. Oh dear, that just about confirms my suspicions. All the more reason to hurry up and find him. The only question is, how exactly does he plan to put an end to things? Guess there's always that. Those things should be running at this hour, so chances are good that's what he's gonna try for. Most likely he's headed straight underground after leaving the theater. Better make a beeline for it. Oh. Oh dear. Good evening. You might be interested to hear that we show different movies here during the day and at night. My top recommendation would be Sober Curious, which received a nomination at the Tharbad Film Festival.
The showing on screen too.
This Side of Heaven has also found a large audience despite its smaller budget. People love its intricate portrayal of a medical intern's struggles. Do they? Alright. Okay, so let's see, like, where's the red triangle? The red triangle's like, go back. Okay. So, let's actually see where we're going. I need to go outside. Let's try and get the map out here. It's like, where do you want me to head? Ah, so it's the subway entrance. So... makes it a bit quicker, doesn't it? Whoa, I missed it. Enter subway platform. Is there any rounds to do here? The next train should be here any minute. Something up, buddy? That sure was a heavy sigh. Might be a bit if you're waiting for the train. Sure you want to stand that long? Hey, you can talk to me. I already know your plan anyways. You're gonna jump in front of the train and put yourself out of your misery, right? Who are you? Just some guy who's asked by a stall owner in Riverside to deliver something. You forgot your cake bag there. Oh, so that's where I left it. I planned to use that to end it all after enjoying a few drinks and some music. But by the end, I got so drunk I forgot all about it. Lucky for you, I'm here to give it back. Before I do, though, I'm curious, what made you want to resort to that to begin with? I suppose you're gonna try to change my mind, huh? Nah, not planning to butt into your business, just want to know is all. Almost feels like you're treating this like some kind of entertainment. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. You've got a lot more life experience than me, so I was thinking something like this would be useful to know. Yeah, sure. Sorry, but I can't imagine anything I can say will be of any use to you. You can find stories like mine around every corner. I lost my job all because my new superior at work really had it in for me. Any idea why? I couldn't tell you why he hated me so much, just that he did. I started getting blamed for anything and everything. Didn't matter whether it was my fault or not. In the end, even my own workers lost faith in me. I worked so hard to build up my place in the company, get my co-workers' trust. I had everything up through my retirement worked out. Decades of hard work and planning all gone in a flash. Life lost all meaning afterwards. Guess that had to have hit pretty hard. That's putting it lightly, my job was basically all I had. I'm still single and I don't have any hobbies or skills. Can't help but wonder where I went wrong. Did I do something to piss off Adios? I know I told him I wouldn't butt in, but the client trusted me with him. It means I've got to at least try to change his mind. Looks like I might have a bit of room to do that, luckily. The question is, should I try to convince him the old-fashioned way or give him the cold shoulder and see how he reacts to that? One of those will hopefully work. Oh, how should I go about this? I don't know what he's going to respond to. The way he feels dejected and everything at the moment. The abandoning him might be a bad idea because he feels like he's been abandoned by everything else. So I just feel like that would be a bad idea. So talk him out of it. Let's try the old-fashioned approach. Let me get this straight. You got fired because this superior of yours blamed you for stuff you didn't do, right? That's right. What of it? There's your way out of this then. Sue his arse. That made me laugh. You really think that he'd leave evidence lying around that'd incriminate him? No way the company wouldn't cover it all up. It'd be next to impossible to beat them in court. Give it a try, though. Without me, you mean? Oh, Van handed the man his business card. I'm a Spriggan from Arkwright Solutions. I take on jobs you can't bring to the police or the guild. This is a bit outside my usual scope, but I'm feeling generous. So I'll make an exception. I'll get you whatever evidence you need to win in trial, guaranteed. Oh, I get it. So you're the Spriggan I've heard so much about. It's hard to believe you can pull off the miracle I'd need for this, but give it a go, mate. Never mind, I'd rather not try my luck. How come? This is my job. So as long as you pay, I'll make sure it's done right. Nah, that's not it. I just remembered how exhausting it was to work there. It was like I had to stress about every little detail. You say you can get my job back, but honestly, I'm not sure if I even want it that badly. What was I even thinking? I should be happy to be out. But here I was about to kill myself after losing it. I have no idea what came over me. Hey, things happen. So what's the plan then? If you're not gonna try to get your job back, gotta find something else to live for. I don't know yet, but I don't think I should rush into a new job immediately. I think I need to take a little time for myself first. I'll find a hobby, think about what I really want in life, and then I can start searching. Yeah, that sounds like a mighty fine idea to me. Good on you. Well done, Van. I never would have guessed leaving that bag behind would save my life. Guess it did. But I'm still thinking about it. Here you go. Van handed the man his bag. I went through so much trouble to get this thing, but I can't even imagine using it now. I think you said that stall owner was the one who asked you to find me? The least I can do is pay you on her behalf. It was more than worth it getting the chance to talk to you. Works for me. I don't care who does it as long as I get paid. I'll let her know you settled the bill. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Well, I best head on home for today. I've done enough drinking for one night. It'd be better to cool my head and do some thinking. You're a lifesaver, young man. Literally. I'll never forget the debt I owe you. Oh, that's cool. The next train arrived soon after, and Van made sure the man safely boarded it. Afterward, he finished up the job by calling Shino with the details of what had happened.
That takes care of that.
What was once lost.
Reward deposited.
It's gotta be law, right? Ooh, bit of chaos, you say? Interesting. Wonder how that can align differently there. Let's see, map, what we're looking at. We wanted to look at the movie, didn't we? That's what we wanted to do. yes, indeed, it was quite humorous. What was she laughing at? I'm not sure. What's your movie? Welcome, can I get you a ticket for something? What's playing right now? Sober Curious. Tickets for Sober Curious. It'll be 200 mira for one.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale.
Can I not do with anyone else? Side of heaven. Hold off then. Sober Curious. Purchase. Let's grab a seat. Is it because I'm not with anyone at the moment? We can see people we recognize. Lily is an actress whose career has spanned 2 decades. Despite her grueling schedule and the ceaseless pressure that comes with a job, she finds great meaning in her work. She derives satisfaction from the process of transforming into another person, into someone who isn't her. And that feeling pushes her further and further into her career. She is utterly consumed by it, inebriated by it. And that inebriation gives rise to something new. One day, Lily began to hear a voice inside her head, a voice from another version of herself. Oh, that's happened before in Trails quite a bit. And this is but one of many conversations between the two. Oh?
You have got to be kidding me. They passed me over for her? Who does that little minx think she is? She gets roles left and right, and yet her acting is garbage. Why do you spend so much time obsessing over younger actresses? And did you really have to sleep with that producer? Isn't that going a little overboard? This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this. I just want to get away. I'll go back to the old me and... Okay, then answer me this. Which of us is the old you?
Dun dun dun.
Whenever that question is posed, their arguments end on the spot. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is real and who's the thrall?
I want to know more about this movie. Was that it? Oh, what? Huh. All the people I could have run into here, it had to be you. Oh? Ah, there we go. Can't say I'm all that surprised to see you. This definitely strikes me as your kind of flick. You're not wrong. After all the reviews it got, I had to check it out for myself. They all talked about how Nike Marceau's portrayal of insanity made it an unusual movie, which got my attention. I also heard stories of that woman from our friend in Langport from time to time too. That gave me another reason to see it. Our friend in Langport? You must mean... Oh yeah, forgot those two go back a long way. That's interesting. Truth be told, I found the direction to be a little obtuse. Definitely the kind of movie that's tailor-made for a particular kind of audience. Fair enough. I'd say the core of the movie was the dialogue between the two Lilies that her warped mind gave rise to. And their back and forth projects a certain sense of dissonance that makes it difficult to pin down who Lily even really is as a person. The movie weaves truth and fiction together, and is an exploration of what people become when they can no longer tell the two of them apart. At least that's what it's about, in my opinion. Damn, look at you getting all intellectual on me. Not good enough being Edith's most handsome guy in town, huh? Gotta be its smartest too, no? What can I say? It's a movie that made me think. We should get together for some drinks when both of us have some time to breathe. I want to talk shop about movies some more, will you? I'd like that. The Van's conversation in the theatre continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on with the rest of his evening. It looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Yes? Cool. Lovely. Alright, let's see if we can see the other movie then. See what happens. No way do I have time to catch another movie. Oh, fair enough. So, can't get the other brochure sort of thing. Right, so I'm thinking what we'll do then is we'll end this part here, and in the next part we'll see about... Is it just that one? It is, isn't it? 42 droplets. Ooh, lovely. But yes, we'll see about... Where's the go-to? Obviously going back to Old Town, but we do also have on our to-do list... Oh, did we not get the... I thought we'd get another free time for doing the SPG. Oh, have we not finished the SPG? It says completed. Let's go speak to Shino. See what's going on there. I thought we'd get another point. I thought we would. But I'm not sure now.
Let's do this.
That seems to be what happened previously, but I don't know. Thanks again for your help. It's a relief knowing my customers are safe and sound. I'll have to make sure he's well taken care of next time I see him around. Look like you could use a drink yourself, Van. How about a cocktail before heading home?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, indeed. Alright then, well, we'll still end this part here, and in the next part we'll see what happens. Again, the idea was to do a cinephile's duty. It's just odd. Maybe because I saw a film? I don't know. We'll find out what happens with that. Maybe when I go back to Old Town I'll get a point or something. We shall see. Or there'll be another quest. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see in the next part. Ta-da for now.